cannonball into a lake of cheese. Hashtag goals. This is my ball cup. A cup of balls. Are you ever stuck wondering what you should make for a party besides cheese? I mean, I know I am. So today I'm really excited to talk about this. We're talking about my favorite Trader Joe's holiday party food. So yeah, there'll be a little bit of cheese talk in there, but today we're basically looking at things that are ready to go. You pop it in the oven or you throw it on a plate and that's it. I love food and I think parties are great and I love cooking, but at some point something's gotta give. It either needs to be easy or it needs to be on time. Generally, like I need a mix of things. I can't just make everything from scratch because then I'm not engaging with my guests and that honestly like kind of sucks. I'm a terrible hostess in that way because I'm always in the kitchen. So here's something that everyone loves. Sparkling Honeycrisp apple juice beverage. Everyone loves this. I can't tell you why everyone loves it, but I think when I had this for the first time, I just completely forgot about Martinelli's. Just went out the window. I can't even tell you how it's so much better because I haven't had it in years, but this is a great addition to any holiday bar table setup. It's a mocktail on its own. It's sparkling, it's festive. I mean, even in the can, if you want those Christmas colors, it's already cute for you. Let's make a mocktail right now. You know, add some whiskey, vodka, rum to make a really quick and easy cocktail. All you need to add really for garnish, you could do cranberries, they float. I'm gonna do some pomegranate seeds. These also float when there's enough bubbles. Get down. Shove those down a little bit, put some more pomegranate seeds on top. And then one of my favorite things about Christmas cocktails or mocktails is adding a sprig of rosemary because it looks like a little Christmas tree. And you can find a little rosemary Christmas tree at Trader Joe's as well. We'll just throw that in. How festive is that? The ice is helping those other pomegranate seeds. There's some layering in there, put some more on top. Oh, so special. My dudes, it's just apple juice. God, that's good. That's good. So long before I ever tasted truffle, I tasted this German black truffle flatbread with mozzarella cheese. And I remember this is probably the first truffle something I had. And I remember thinking, oh, this tastes fancy. And ever since then, I just really think of this as a party food. And what better set of holidays to kind of elevate something than the winter holidays? I love a special fancy winter moment. I couldn't even tell you why. And I live in Southern California, so like it's always just kind of spring here anyway. It's not really winter, but I really love this. So let's make it. I'm gonna dress this up a little bit, so we'll see. I put a little straw in it. So here's the flatbread. Here's some arugula I put on beforehand just to give it a little bit of color so it's not just gray and white. And then I put some on fresh on this half just so you could see the difference. And you could use spinach or whatever kind of green or vegetable or meat that you'd like to. Other things I like about the flatbread is that it's also recognizable. It's pizza. As long as you're not vegan, it's probably gonna be something that most people gravitate towards because they're like, that's pizza. Not weird, not scary. I know what that is. But also depending on how you cut it, how you want to use it, depending on any additions that you want to add to it, it can be an entree, a meal, a side, or an appetizer. So I think this is new to Trader Joe's this year, but white truffle popcorn. Again, truffles just taste fancy to me. And at Trader Joe's, we've seen how plentiful truffle things can be, so this is not going to be your only truffle option. And honestly, it's not the best truffle popcorn I've ever had, but at parties, I like to have a few things that are recognizable to guests. I remember the first time I put popcorn out, it was gone, and I was like, I didn't know people liked popcorn this much. I put it out because, unless you're allergic to corn or carbs, popcorn is one of those things that pretty much everyone can eat. And because it's recognizable, it's not just a weird mystery puff somewhere on a platter or a cheese that someone's not certain about, or even if they've eaten beforehand, popcorn is a snack that's not going to make you super full. So again, with the truffles, making it fancy, make it holiday. And I like to have popcorn available at parties. And this is just easy. Throw it in a cute bowl, maybe put a napkin or a thick napkin in a bowl or even a colander or something like that, and you're done. I believe they have, don't quote me on this, a truffle potato chip. So popcorn, truffle, and potatoes all pair really well with champagne. If you're serving champagne, this can be a great, like, just little fancy snack. So this is my go-to move for parties, is just really providing my guests with a cheesesmorgasbord. Cheesesmorgasbord. I'm not, is it Danish? Swedish? None of those things. So I don't know how to say that. Cheesesmorgasbord. Cheesesmorgasbord. The thing about cheese is that there's so many different ways you can use it, present it, and there's so many different types out there. There's just different iterations. So you can have cubed and sliced cheddar. People are still going to enjoy that. You can have cheese-based dips, logs, balls, or you can get a little weird or mysterious, some things that people aren't as familiar with and are a little more hesitant to try. I also really like Trader Joe's cheese options and variety because I want to stock up. So if I find something that I like or I want to use for a specific event that's not anytime soon, then I can stock up. Cheese can last for a very long time, and plenty of the Trader Joe's summer offerings of cheeses that might be seasonal may not have an expiration date until October, November, or December. For instance, I bought the mini Brie bites that were individually wrapped so I could have them at Thanksgiving. I think I bought them in May or June, whenever the dill pickle mustard came out. But this applies to the vacuum sealed cheeses only, not the ones that are like wrapped in the saran wrap and sold by the pound. Does that make sense? So the feta, either in those containers or individually sealed, the goat cheese, like those Brie bites as well. But the ones wrapped in the plastic wrap, those are just gonna turn like whenever they feel like it. I bought some of that Stripey Joe. It was one of the fall offerings, and I think it was new. And a week later, it was just furry and blue. And I was like, wow, that's gonna tickle going down. So if you know what you like and you want to stock up ahead of time, so you can have a different variety, you know, that's an option too. And then we have our bites and balls. Fried olive bites. They have ratatouille bites and herbaceous cheese bites. So as much as I like to provide something that's familiar, like flatbread or popcorn or potato chips or whatever, I want a little mystery. I want to bite into a mystery puff. I really like a ball. I want surprise molten cheese inside. Maybe some macaroni and cheese, goat cheese, cheese stuffed olive. I'm into all of it. I don't even care. Seafood, cheesy crab dip, fried ball. Absolutely. I want that in my mouth. With balls and bites, whether they're plated or past appetizers, they're easy to eat and fun for dipping. If you want to have the ease of just putting stuff in the oven, putting stuff on a plate, but also you want to add a little homemade something or other, making a dip beforehand is a great idea. I did want to make a dip and I forgot. Like maybe you need a dirty martini dip for this. I don't know. Spitballing. Whipped feta and cream cheese with mint and garlic. Yeah. More cheese dip. Yeah. Just more cheese. That's all these need. Mozzarella, Parmesan, cream cheese, and blend of garlic and herb. That might work with a tomato, just a marinara sauce. I love dips. I only eat chips for the dips. I'm losing my light. Gotta shift. Here's my balls. There are 3 types of balls in here, and I have no idea which is which. It's my cup of balls. What ball is this? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's probably the olive one. The stuffed olive. Ooh. Okay, that's already better than I remember from last. It's too hot. I gotta move on. What ball is this? These ones got a little flat. Oh. Maybe use your fingers. I don't know. Just an idea. Not one of these. Herbaceous cheesy ball. Here's the back of my bar thing. There's a Christmas tree. Oh, that's my nog tree. I love eggnog in an unhealthy way, and it's just glittery and it glows, and there's some ornaments on it that spell out nog. Severe passion. What ball is this? Pop it. That's the ratatouille. Not my favorite. That is my personal, it's a very personal preference, though, for sure. I think it needs a sauce. Olive ball. Now all I want is a martini. It is my personal belief that the cornerstone of any party is cheese, and to have an entire wheel of cheese is just the pièce de résistance. Did I mention I want a winter holiday party to feel fancy? I think I did. Truffles, check. The only other fancy item that needs to be on my holiday party list is Brie. Brie en croûte. I have a very personal memory tied with this too. The first time I had Brie, I was at a holiday party for my dad's work, and I remember just sitting there on a couch next to my dad while he's like talking to some other adult. And it was in a part of the house where there was no food, except they had this baked Brie on this coffee table. That was it. And let me tell you, 8-year-old me could mow through a wheel of Brie. That was the first time I had it, and it was so delicious. I didn't stop eating it. Maybe I finished the whole thing, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Who can say? Once a friend of mine brought me a wheel of Brie for Christmas. This kind of Brie, not this kind of Brie. And honestly, it was like the best Christmas gift I've ever had. So Brie is absolutely a must for a holiday party for me. But also, every time I've tried to make Brie en croûte, from scratch, I screw it up. Puff pastry hates me. Pastry dough hates me. I don't want to make a dough. I don't want to screw it up. So I'm just going to try the Trader Joe's Brie en croûte. I don't think I've ever had it before. Also, you can leave this as is or add in an array of jams and jelly to add. I feel like most jams are going to go well with Brie en croûte. Have your go. Pick your poison. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully this gave you new ideas about what to include on your next holiday party. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and turn on that bell so you can join me for the next video. Bye. This is my ball cup. A cup of balls. Balls, 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 ah. You can even buy a cheese log.